You can tell someone about the capital of Great Britain. You have an impressive number of polite greetings words, but ask you to explain how a dishwasher works, and something strange happens. You realize that after 2 years of studying, you cannot explain a simple everyday action. And somehow that is more surprising than it should be. Sometimes you start confidently. You use the words you know. And then, somewhere in the middle of the third sentence, you reach for one specific word, and it isn't there. And the whole thought just stops. Not slows down, stops. You stand there, mid-sentence, like a train that ran out of track. Every language learner has been here, most of them multiple times today. The words for processes, for explanations, for anything requiring more than 3 connected sentences, those come later. Sometimes much later. You learn what you need first, then what you love, then what you accidentally stumble into. And somewhere in between, there are gaps. You put stickers on things, because at some point you decided that if you walked past the word for fridge enough times, it would stick. And it does work, mostly, until the day a guest comes over and you have to explain why your entire kitchen is labeled in Portuguese. You freeze mid-conversation, not because you forgot the word exactly, but because 2 words arrived at the same time and your brain couldn't choose, and now 3 seconds have passed, and the moment is gone, and you said neither of them. You have a favorite word that you learned way too early and use way too often. It's probably slightly informal, slightly dramatic, and completely inappropriate for most situations. You use it anyway. You understand everything in a film while you're watching it. But the second you look away, to check your phone, to grab a snack, to blink,
Blah 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 perfter.
it turns into total noise, complete gibberish. You rewind. You watch again. You understood it perfectly until you needed to prove it. Sometimes a word from your native language or from some other language you once studied shows up uninvited at exactly the wrong moment. You're mid-sentence in Spanish, and your brain hands you the German word with full confidence, like it did you a favor. It did not do you a favor. And then there are the words that sound almost identical in 2 languages, but mean completely different things. You use one when you meant the other. The room goes quiet. You have been here before. You know a very specific piece of vocabulary, something absurdly niche, before you know how to ask where the bathroom is. These are the moments every language learner has. The gaps, the stickers, the frozen seconds, the wrong word from the wrong language, the silent room. They feel like failure when you're inside them. But we were told about a different day, by people who studied before us, who went through every one of these moments and came out the other side. They told us about the day something shifts, when a conversation happens and you don't translate it first, when the words are just there, ready, without searching. We will reach that day, every single one of us who keeps going. Just a little more track to lay.